As soon as the little girl's parents enter the house, the girl pulls a thread. This reveals some wounds on the maid's body. The woman sees this and suddenly throws trash on the floor. She angrily asks the maid, "What is all this?" When the husband sees the mess, he says to the maid, "I told you to clean. What is this?" The maid says, "I swear, sir, I cleaned everything well. I don't know how this happened." The woman quickly cuts the rope tied to the maid's dress and sweetly says to her husband, "Oh, my love, don't scold her. Look, she is still cleaning." Then she looks at the maid and says in a strict tone, "Isn't that right?" The maid replies, "Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You are so kind and nice." Just then, the man's phone rings and he starts talking on the phone. While he's busy, the woman turns to the maid and says, "What were you doing just now?" The maid says, "Nothing, ma'am. I really cleaned. I don't know what you're talking about." The woman says, "Oh, really? Don't lie. I'm watching you. Understand?" Then the woman leaves. After that, the little girl comes to her father and says, "Papa, I want to tell you something." He replies, "Yes, tell me." The girl says, "It's about the maid." Before she can finish, the stepmother dips a child's shirt in paint and comes crying to her husband saying, "Look at this. Someone has put paint on the baby's clothes. I found this in her room. Maybe she's jealous of her brother." The father asks the little girl, "Did you do this? Why?" The girl says, "No, Papa, I didn't do anything." The stepmother says, "Oh, love, don't scold her. I'll talk to her." The husband says, "You are such a patient mother." Then he tells the girl, "Listen to your mom, okay?" He leaves. The stepmother looks at the girl and says, "What do you want?" The little girl says, "I want to tell Papa the truth." The stepmother gets angry and says, "You will tell him nothing. I am your new mom now, and you must listen to me." The girl says, "You can never be my mom." The woman says, "Your real mom is gone now. I am your father's wife. If you don't listen to me, I will make your life miserable. Got it?" She gives the girl some crayons and paper and says, "Now draw a picture of a happy family, our family." Then the woman walks away. After some time, the girl goes to her dad and says, "Papa, look, I made a drawing." As she's about to show the picture, the woman quickly grabs it and eats the paper. The husband is shocked and asks, "What are you doing? Why did you do that?" The little girl says, "Don't worry, Papa. I made another copy, just in case." When the father sees the picture, he asks, "What does this mean?" The woman says, "Oh, it's just a drawing from her imagination. Maybe she saw something on TV." The man says, "I don't think this is just imagination. It's better you tell me the truth." The woman says, "I swear, I don't know anything." The girl shows the wounds on the maid's back. The father says, "What is this?" The woman says, "Maybe the maid fell." The maid speaks up, "No, sir, I didn't fall. Your wife hurt me because I saw her stealing your money." Earlier, the woman was seen stealing money and hiding it in a fake pregnancy belly. The little girl and the maid saw it. When the woman notices the maid, she says, "What are you doing here?" The maid says, "You said you were pregnant." The woman replies, "Shut up. That's none of your business." The maid says, "I'll tell the boss you're stealing his money." The woman picks up a stick and says, "You won't say a word. I'll teach you a lesson." Now the wife says, "She's lying. The maid stole the money and is blaming me." The husband yells, "Stop. Did you really lie to me? You're not even pregnant?" She says, "No, love. I am pregnant. The maid stole the money, not me." The man pulls on her clothes and all the money falls out on the floor. He says, "Enough. Don't say another word. I don't want to see you ever again." She says, "But love," he replies, "get out or I'll call the police." He throws her out of the house. The man turns to the girl and the maid and says, "Thank you both. I should have known the truth earlier. I promise from now on, I will take care of you both. No one will ever hurt you again." If you like this video, please like, share, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.